So I eventually decided to leave Sport behind. I resigned, and boy, that was the best decision ever, because I got a job I never would have dreamed of getting at this stage in my career. Yeah, let's get into it, because I'm really excited to present to you my new club. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome to Boavista Porto. How the hell did I get this job with my one-star reputation? I have no idea. I'm still studying for a B license, which is great. Anyway, here we go. Boavista Porto just got relegated. We have some unhappy people. The only trouble with getting this type of job is the managerial support. It's really poor because my lack of experience, so I might be in trouble. Hopefully there's something we can deal with and move forward, because I want to stay here for at least 2 or 3 seasons. Look at the squad. If we sort by ability, we have some players that want to leave because we got relegated. I might need to sell this guy. His contract is running out next season. Robert Bozinic, he looks pretty great. Yeah, has some value on him. Our finances looks pretty decent. We have a good overall balance, so I'm hoping they will pay for my next coaching badge. We have a transfer budget of 100k and some decent wage budget, but like I said, I might need to sell some players that want to leave because we got relegated. Now let's pick up first 11. Wing play, counter-attack, gegenpress. I'm gonna go with the gegenpress, of course, and I think I'm gonna play a 4-2-4. I'm not sure yet. Let's pick the best 11 without restriction. So we have Gonçalves in goal, a 24-year-old goalkeeper. Looks pretty great. 1.2k per week, that's not bad at all. We have Florian Landré as a right back, complete wing back. He looks pretty great, only 17, lots of potential there. A 17-year-old central defender in our best 11. I did pick the best 11, right? Pick without restriction, pick the best 11. Yeah. We have 2 17-year-olds in our best 11. Next to him we have Rodrigo Abascal, 31. Jumping reach 14, fairly determined, left-footed. As the left back, we have the 16-year-old Thiago Pereira. He's natural actually as a central defender too. We have 2 great DMs, Ibrahima Kamara, ball-winning midfielder, looks pretty great, wanted by 14 clubs. Yeah, look at that. Miguel Reicinho, 26, deep line playmaker. I hope I can keep this guy. He's not concerned, he's not unhappy, doesn't want to leave. We have a 33-year-old winger on the right, not that great. Victor Munoz, attacking midfielder on the left, another winger. Lots of potential here as well. 17-year-old striker Pedro Neves, advanced forward, looks pretty great for a 17-year-old. And the guy that wants to leave, Robert Bozinic, who I'll probably sell. I don't think he's gonna want a new contract with us. Anyway, there are plenty of other talent here on the bench as well, like this left back, Nuno Magalhães, decent physicals. I think I'm gonna stay here for a while. Of course, if I sort out the managerial support. Now, there are a few youngsters here, of course. Potential-wise, Sergio Martinez, a striker with decent physicals. Gonçalo Esteves, attacking midfielder, not that great though. What about this guy who has 2 stars in ability? Decent winger. And we have an under 19 Bs. Okay, 16 and 17-year-olds, not that great. Anyway, let's take a look at the schedule. We have some friendlies, and we're gonna start the season with this game against Tondela. Staff-wise, we have a lot of hiring to do here. Let's take a look at our head of youth. Looks great compared to the one we had in Turkey. We have some hiring to do, of course, and I'll pick a tactic. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this tactic. I think I want to play two up front because we just got relegated. And let's take a look at the season preview. We might be favorites to go up. No, actually, we're predicted to finish the sixth. Yeah, the board only wants us to finish top half, but I believe we can actually get promoted in our first season. Hopefully that's going to be the case. Now, of course, I'll pick a tactic. I'll hire some people and I'll see you guys for the first match of the season against Tondela. So I decided not to come back for the first game of the season because it was chaos. At some point I had over 20 players on trial here. Yeah. So I decided to come back after the transfer window once we settled down. So we actually started the season by dropping 2 points home to Tondela, but then we've won 3 in a row and that puts us second behind Tondela on equal points. Now let's see some transfers. Well, we made 4.6 million from selling players. Yes, the players that wanted to leave because Boavista got relegated left the club. Our striker Bozenic signed for Molde for 1.7. This guy was a central defender, 26. He was Portuguese, too bad, 750k. And a couple of more, Ibrahim Kamara to Hull City for 625k. This was his release clause. And our 31-year-old central defender left us to join Kortrijk in Belgium for 1.3 million. Now the thing is, back then I only had 45% of transfer revenue. They've agreed to increase this to 60%, but as you can see, financially we are stable, 3.7 million overall balance. We have some transfer budget, and I've managed to increase our wage budget to 64k per week. We are only spending 54k per week, so that's great. Now, of course, we signed a bunch of players. I even paid some money for this guy, Martin Tavares, a 21-year-old Portuguese striker from Maritimo, 900k, but only 150k up front, the rest in installments. We got a few players on loan, this guy from Lyonnais, this guy from Atalanta, a player from Benfica, and this guy who is really an important player from Vitória de Guimarães, and we signed a bunch of free players. Now let's take a look at the squad once again, and we'll take a look at every single player. So we have João Gonçalves as our first choice, goalkeeper, 24, 4-star ability player for our squad. His backup goalkeeper is Cesar, a 43-year-old Brazilian. Okay, he looks pretty decent for a backup. Unfortunately, he won't sign a new contract, so we'll only have him for this season. We have 4 central defenders. Semedo, the 17-year-old who was already here. You remember him, he looks pretty amazing. I actually used him twice and he had a great average rating. We have this guy on loan from Atalanta who's Portuguese, 19-year-old Guilherme Gaspar. Looks pretty great, left-footed too. Richard Nerti, a 27-year-old English ball-playing defender. Looks pretty decent for our level. And another 17-year-old Thiago Pereira who can play anywhere across the defense, but he's natural as a central defender, heading only 7 though and jumping reach 11. Wingbacks, we have Toad Kane, a 41-year-old English player, actually a utility player, can play a number of positions. He played 4 times, got himself a goal and a man of the match award, 7.28 rating, great. And as his backup, this 17-year-old Florian Landré, French complete wingback, looks pretty decent for his age. On the left we have, oh by the way, I still have a guy here on trial, I'm not gonna sign him. We have this guy Akhrag Laziri, 22, on loan from Lyonnais, looks pretty decent. And as his backup, another 17-year-old Nuno Magalhaes, who I think has what it takes to make it big, even though his technical abilities are letting him down. He has great physicals, and physicals are really important in FM24. In midfield, we're gonna play with 2 DMs, so we have Jordan Cousins, 41-year-old English ball-winning midfielder, looks pretty decent, great physical attributes and decent mentals. We have Thomas Handel, on loan from Vitória de Guimarães. We're paying 3k per week for his loan. He's a great deep line playmaker, but he can also do a decent job as the secundo volante. We have as backups Danny Villahermosa, who was already here, and Paul Oaken on loan from Benfica without paying any of his wages as the ball-winning midfielder. So in attack now we have Jordan Shipley. He's natural in midfield, but he can play as a winger on the left. I like this guy. Only a squad player, but he's probably gonna play every single match. And we also have the 16-year-old Daniel Nogueira, who looks amazing for his age. A Hungarian player, Laszlo something. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this guy's name. We'll just call him Laszlo. He looks pretty decent. 41, important player, 4.2k per week. Victor Munoz, who's injured right now, he can do a decent job as an inside forward, no problem. 22-year-old Spanish player. In attack, we have this guy, Paul Victor, on loan from Barcelona, 23, already scored twice in 4 appearances. Diego Percan, another Spanish player, 23, advanced forward, looks pretty great. We have Martin Tavares, the player that we actually paid money for. I'm really excited about this guy, but I'm also excited to introduce to you to Pedro Neves, a 17-year-old striker who I think can make it big. Even though he's unambitious, he is being mentored by players with great personality. Hopefully this is going to change and he will thrive and become a regular starter here at Boavista. So because I sold those players that were unhappy at the club, my managerial support increased to average now. I am failing to positively influence a number of players, but we're fine. Club atmosphere is fine, and team cohesion, despite signing a lot of players, it's average for now, which is great. Tactics-wise, we're gonna go with a 4-4-2, gegenpress style. We have a winger on attack, one on support, ball-winning midfielder, segundo volante, an inside forward on attack, a winger on support, a deep lying forward, and an advanced forward. Unfortunately for the game that we're about to play away at Oliveirense, we have a bunch of players out on their international duties. This is not ideal, but I guess we'll have to do with what we have. I'm still looking for a recruitment analyst. I'm not gonna sign a loan manager, not yet anyway. We are the best in the league. We signed a bunch of coaches, a set-piece coach. It's all good. It's all great. I believe we are still predicted to finish 6th or maybe 5th this time. Now it's 2nd. Okay, so we've done really well this summer, as you can see. We have 2 players in the Media Dream 11, Kane and Handel. In the Alliance Cup, oh, I forgot to show you guys. We actually played in the Alliance Cup away at Vizela. We've won on penalties and a 5-2 victory away at Estrela de Amadora. That means we qualified to the 3rd phase. Now, if you guys don't know, in the 3rd phase you play in a group stage. We've been drawn against Sporting and Gil Vicente, and the winner of the group qualifies to the semi-finals. I know this because I've spent 10 years in Portugal with my previous save, Académica de Coimbra, a club that we're gonna face soon. Some club information: Boavista is from Porto, so our fierce rival is Porto, of course. Invicta derby, okay, and we have another derby against these guys from the 3rd division. Other rivalries with Vitória de Guimarães, okay, Sporting, Benfica, Belenenses. Competitive with Benfica and Sporting, maybe back when Boavista were actually fighting to win the league or a European spot. The facilities, we have 30,000 all-seaters, that's great. Above average youth recruitment, adequate academy coaching, good youth and good training facilities. Affiliated clubs: Boavista de Praia in Cape Verde, Cretel in France, and a club in Angola. Okay, Club Vision. Well, the board only wants us to finish top half this season, okay, but I think we're gonna be fine. I think we have all the premises to actually get promoted in our 1st season here with Boavista. I dropped some of the youngsters that we have in our 1st squad, but they do look pretty amazing. Now let's play Oliveirense. It's away from home, and we're gonna go with the players that we have available, because like I said, we have some players out on their international duties. Goncalves in goal, Magalhaes, Narti, Semedo, the 17-year-old central defender, Kane, Cousins, Handel, Nogueira, the 17-year-old winger, Laszlo, Sorry, dude. I'm really sorry, but I'm just gonna nickname you because reasons. Laszlo. We have Laszlo as an inside forward, Victor as the deep lying forward, and Perkan as the advanced forward. 21 minutes on the clock. Laszlo takes a free kick. Come on, dudes. Oh, lovely move. Shoot, kids. Oh, so close from the 17-year-old winger, Nogueira. I don't know how to say his name. I'm gonna try. 6 shots, none on target, 33% possession. It's not great. Yes, let's work the ball into the box and play for set pieces. Time is just flying by, and it's the end of the first half. Even though we didn't have possession, I'm disappointed with that. We did had plenty of shots. Only 3 on target, but our XG is pretty poor. They only had 1 shot. Victor is doing okay. Nogueira not that well. Kane on a 6.5. So is our 17-year-old left wing back. 6.4 now. Time is flying by. No highlights in the second half. Poor game so far. Tavares is coming in for Perkan. I'm gonna use Shipley. Shipley can do a decent job as a wingback here. So I'm gonna bring him in for Nuno Magalhaes and the 17-year-old Landre for Kane. Shipley takes a throw in now. Come on, boys. Nogueira. Handle. Back to Nogueira. Tavares, come on, dude. Oh, it's an own goal. Okay, but I'll take it. 73 minutes on the clock, but Tavares was there. Okay, to produce some chaos. We're in front with 17 minutes remaining from regular time. Oken comes in to replace Cousins, who was really tired. Time just flew by. This is a proper highlight as we still have over a minute. Shipley. Handle. Tavares. Shipley. Let's just hope it's not their highlight. Nogueira tries a through ball. It was a poor pass. And now here they come. Come on, don't do it. Don't equalize in the last few seconds, please. Okay, they're moving the ball quite nicely. 40 seconds remaining. Yes, Handle gets the ball back. Oken, something like that. Laszlo, Handle. Handle to the 17-year-old. Hits the crossbar. Shipley now. You can end the highlight, please. Safe hands from their goalkeeper. Yes, we've done it. 15 shots, 4 on target, 1 goal. I'll take it. Our best performer was our goalkeeper and probably the man of the match. So this is our new club for our second season of the save. Boavista Porto, who I believe can definitely get promoted in our first season. I'm gonna give plenty of game time to those 17-year-olds. I really wanna see what they're capable of. Anyway, we're gonna jump ahead a little bit and I think I'll be back probably in November. Until then, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you are excited to see where we can take Boavista in the next few seasons because I'm planning to stay here for a while. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys for the next one.